What is up, everyone? Today, I wanted to do something different. I want to do a Piggy theory. The theory about the infected pupils. Now, there are videos on this topic, but they're from 3 to 2 years ago, and I want to do an updated version of those videos. So let's get started with the video.
Come on!
We are going to start with the red pupils. Now, this one was pretty easy to guess what this means. I think that red pupils mean that 1. They protect their loved ones. 2. Lost a loved one. I have evidence to show why I think this. Daisy and Zizzy. Daisy was taking care of Willow and William when their parents were taken away. So she was there for them until she had to go to the military. And Zizzy was protecting everyone in the safe place, mainly Z and Zuzi, because those are her sisters. And evidence for the second meaning is Willow. Willow lost her little brother before the infection and has been broken ever since. She has been trying to look for him during and before the infection. But that is what I think about the red pupils. Let's move on to the next color pupil. Next up, we have orange pupils. Now this one has 3 meanings. I think orange pupils mean point 1, an evil person point 2, a busy person point 3, someone who travels with big groups. I have some evidence for why I think this. 1. Devil, Rash, Owlwell, and Fina. Devil is a devil. Rash is a criminal. He steals and his outfit is obvious that it represents a criminal. And Owlwell and Fina are witches, and witches are evil, not all, but you get what I mean. Evidence for the second meaning is Ellie. She works for the city and has her own company. She even has her own building called Ellie's Enterprises. So, you can tell she's a busy person. And evidence for the final meaning is 3. Tiggery and the camp soldiers. Tiger used to travel with the TSP. Even though he doesn't travel with them anymore, his infected version is in his TSP outfit, which is when he is still with them. And the camp soldiers travel together and help the military find the cure. And the military is not a small group, so that proves it. Now, since we're done with the orange pupils, let's move on to the next color pupil. Next up, we have the yellow pupils. Now this pupil color is actually confirmed. It was confirmed in a tweet by Minitoon. The meaning for the yellow pupil is 1. Someone who works for the community, has a job. Evidence for this meaning is 1. Teacher, Toby, Katie, Dessa, and Soldier. Toby is a firefighter. Katie is a nurse. Dessa is a storekeeper, and teacher and soldier. Speaks for itself. We're done with yellow. Let's move on to the next color. Next up, we have the green pupils. Now, there's a note from Kona in one of the book to maps saying that green pupils represent independence. So green pupils mean 1. Someone who was independent before the infection. Evidence for this is 1. Kona. He lives alone with his robot. He also works by himself. So that's that. But did you know there's also a second meaning? Yeah, we're not ending the green pupils with one meaning, but I want you guys to think. Tell me, what do these characters all have in common? If you said they have green pupils, you are technically correct, but that's not what I was aiming for. The one thing they all have in common is that they're wearing some type of costume. I just know some of y'all are gonna be saying,
well, none of them are canon.
Yeah, but do you know who is canon? This guy. And then some of y'all are gonna be saying,
well, they only have that color pupil to match their appearance.
No, let me show you. Right here, there are two Desses. One is in her store uniform, and the other one is in her Christmas outfit. If Dessa got infected during Christmas, she would have green pupils because she is wearing a Christmas costume. But Dessa got infected while working, so she has yellow pupils. Bess is the Easter Bunny. Clowny and Felix are actors, and Primrose was dressed up for the holidays. I actually don't know if Piggy is an actual dinosaur or just a pig in a costume, but that is the second meaning for the green pupils. 1. Someone who is independent. Point 2. Someone who dresses up in a costume is an actor. Let's move on to the next color pupil. Next up, we have blue pupils. Now, there's not that much to blue pupils, but there is one meaning to the pupil. Blue pupils mean 1. Someone who was betrayed by someone else. Evidence for this is 1. Foxy and Polly. Foxy was betrayed by the TSP and left him in the cage in the carnival, and Polly was left in the police station to get infected. Blue is done. Let's move on to the next color. Pupil. Next is the purple pupils. This one has one meaning, sadly, but understandable. The purple pupils mean 1. Someone who has a disability. Evidence for this is 1. Grandmother, Mimi, and Mousy. Grandmother is old age, and she walks slow. Mimi is blind. She has a monocle to see, and Mousy lost her legs, so she crawls in the vents. Purple is done. Let's move on to the next color pupil. Next up is white pupils. This one has 3 meanings. White pupils mean 1. Somebody who is innocent or pure. 2. Somebody who is dead alive. Point 3. Something that is mutated. Evidence for this is 1. Angel and Bunny. Angel is well, an angel. Bunny was working for Mr. P and was only trying to help him find a cure for his wife. When we passed out, she took us to the hospital. Evidence for the second meaning is 2. Piggy and Kimosi. There's not that much to say about them, but they are dead but alive. And evidence for the final meaning is 3. Parisi and Antio. Again, not much to say about them, but they are insects that got mutated. But we are done with white. Let's move on to the next color pupil. Now this isn't really a pupil, but a sclera. I think a white sclera means 1. Somebody who is blind. Evidence for this is 1. Pony. He literally has glasses, so it's obvious that he's blind. I just wanted to make a meaning for this, because I haven't seen anyone do this one. But let's move on to the next sclera. Next up is black sclera. This one has 3 meanings just like the white pupils. The black sclera means 1. Somebody who is dead. 2. A hallucination of somebody. 3. Somebody who is empty inside or is possessed. Evidence for this is 1. Ghosty and Skelly. Ghosty is a ghost and Skelly is a skeleton, so it's kind of obvious they're dead. Evidence for the second meaning is 2. Memory and twins. Memory appeared in distorted memory, and it is confirmed that memory is somebody that is part of the pig family, and twins are part of distraction, and Zizzy imagines them as infected. And evidence for the final meaning is 3. Mother and Laura. Mother is empty inside because she lost her family to the infection, and Laura is possessed by the voodoo doll. We're done with black. Let's move on to the next color pupil. Next up is the Insolence Eye. This one is pretty easy to guess what this means. The Insolence Eye means 1. Somebody who is part of the insolence. Now I'm not gonna show evidence because it doesn't need evidence. But the insolence is the evil crew that is part of the infected but stronger. But let's move on to our final pupil.
One thing I want to talk about is heterochromia.
Characters who have different color pupil have 2 meanings. Like if they have red and white, they lost a family member and is innocent. But that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. This video took some time because I was really busy the past 2 weeks. But thank you for watching. 3. I'll see you all on the next one. Bye.